Let's start with our date in the corner. And we will write lesson 7. Right there. Today I'm going to be sketching with this light blue marker, hoping you can see it well on the screen. And then I will switch to the pencil when I'm ready to add my dark lines and my value. We always try to draw lightly with a pencil at first, and then we can darken up the lines that are good, worth keeping. I am considering this blue pencil just because I think it might show up a little bit better. Today's lesson is going to be advanced level cubes. We're going to draw some cubes, and they will stack on top of each other and create a building. So just like the very beginning, we start with a couple of dots far apart and a couple of dots close together, and we connect those with our directional line going northeast and then northwest to create that diamond shape. Draw the middle line long, and the side lines are going to be vertical, but they are going to be shorter. And then we can connect those to make the first cube easily done. Now we need to skip just a little bit. I'm giving myself a guide dot right there, skipping. And then I'm going to come way out here and way out here with my the top of my next cube is coming way out here. And I'm going to pass this corner. I'm going to go just higher than that corner there. The same on this side. My line should intersect with the vertical line there. And we can complete this second box by drawing our vertical lines. And again, we are observing the direction of the northeast, northwest directional lines there, referring to these first directions that we put down. Now I've got 2 cubes ready to go. And this is where we change it a little bit. We're going to put a little hole here. This is going to become a building with a porch on the top, sort of. I'm going to make vertical lines here and here, and then I'm going to connect those with an arch or a curved line like a rainbow. Again, the blue is a sketch. It is not meant to be the perfect line, so it's going to start out light, and then I'll clean it up with my pencil here in a moment. Now you can almost imagine going into this space here. There's a room in this top cube. And I'm going to make a little referral line, just the tiniest little peekaboo line right there. And again, down on this side, I'm going to look at this corner and make a small peekaboo line there. And that's going to repeat this arch, and it's going to meet at the top of that curve. Going up and curving, and then that will disappear. So I'm doing pretty well here. Hope you can make out what I've shown so far. So this is going to be the piece that I want to see. I'm not going to darken this part of the line because I want that to fade into the background. But I've got a room designed on the top of my lower level. Now it's a 2-story building all of a sudden. And with that, I'm going to start thinking about a little ramp that goes up this side, and another little ramp that goes up this side of the building. So I'm going to start with a little point in from the corner. So I'm on the bottom cube, on the bottom edge, right there, and on the same distance down on the right side, I've got another little point there. And with those, I'm going to make a vertical line that doesn't go all the way to the top. It's going to stop about here. And I can do that on this side as well. Now I'm going to take this line straight away from my cube, but I'm going to refer to the angle here. And I'm going to make another angle there. And on this point, I'm going to refer to this angle going southeast. And I'm going to draw my other line going away from the building in that direction. So it's like this line's going that way and this line's going that way. Now I've got myself the beginnings of a ramp. You might not be able to see it just yet. So I'm going to take this line, referring here. I'm going to make a little directional line there. And on this side, I'm going to take this direction and repeat it. And I'm going to connect a little triangle here. There's one triangle. And we'll make the other triangle come down here to this point. So that's a straight line, or it's meant to be straight. And from here, I'm going to repeat this line on the bottom of my triangle. From here, repeat that line there. And now I can connect these 2 points. Connect these 2 points. And that is pretty much the basis, the skeleton of our sketch. Now I can think about a light source, and I can start to darken the lines I want to keep with my graphite, my pencil, which you've been using a pencil the whole time. But I'll be shading pieces of this drawing to show a dark side here. And these are going to cast a little bit of a shadow. Now inside of this arch, the light is not going to hit this side. That the thickness of the wall here is going to be darker. And so I'm shading that in, and you could even imagine a little peekaboo line on your cube going that direction. We could do another little peekaboo line there. But the inside of this top building is going to be pretty dark. Not a lot of light penetrating there. So this first shading happens on the top building there, and maybe we want to make this right side a medium gray. I'm going to darken up all the lines that I think are worth keeping. And down here I can shade this shape. This piece will all be one value, and that'll be the furthest from the light source, so it'll be dark. If you're a little bit lost right now, just try to keep up. And so this is the dark side of my building. And then we come over to this right side. This plane is the same as this directional plane. This plane will also be very dark, just like this side. So I'm going to give this side of my ramp a good amount of shading. This top of my ramp will receive quite a bit of sunlight, so I'm not going to give it a lot of dark value right now. And I will say that probably the top of this ramp will get a medium value. So I'm going to give it a medium value here, not super dark. And then on the ground we need to put in a drop shadow. Drop shadow go down here. And this ramp will cast a little bit of a shadow on the ground here. That is about all we need to do. Thinking about my horizon. To create this drawing, lesson number 7, which we were calling lesson number 7, Advanced Level Cubes. Now you can take this knowledge and design buildings all on your own.